So let's come back to this dream. The dream to become the person you want to be. The 4 days, what we do here is to allow you to redream, regroup your thinking exactly what you want to do with this dream. What do you want to do with this dream? And in this particular dream, is he able to take you to the next level of joy that you are going to enjoy? Do you have that ranking to go up to the next level? I don't know how you came into this particular class today. Some of you have been urged, some of you have been invited, some of you reluctantly came inside here, but all I'm saying here, your dream begins today. If you have not gotten that dreams, then the dreams begin today. Why? Because we compromise our dream as we go along. When we go into the world, when we go into the path, the things that you want to do, sometimes it is so difficult. Anyway, when you have got a plan, when you have got a blueprint, when you have got something that you want to work on, there will always be these challenges that's going to come your way. The challenges must come. The challenges must come so that you can be strengthened. But most of us here, when the challenges comes, what we do is that we will raise up our hand and say, okay, I give up. And then, from this particular dream, you rank down, downwards. Why? Because it's easier to reach this particular goal than to reach that goal. It's easier to reach this goal than to reach that goal. So we compromise our dream. We compromise our dream. And when you begin to compromise your dream, and that's where you will be coasting already. Once you go coasting, and that's it. For the rest of your life, because it's so comfortable coasting. From here, you cannot reach this dream. Go down further. And further down, further down. So at the end, when you are 50, and you probably cannot comprehend this particular word. When you are 50, you cannot imagine. But you will be there. You will be there. I was 17 before. I came to where I am at this moment. I never imagined that I would be at this particular age. But as I go on, there were so many challenges. And the challenges forced me to rank down. Forced me to rank down. Until I made up my mind, because of this passion, I link it to the dream. And I said, I would not want to exchange it. Nothing in the world is going to change my mind because of the dreams that I have. When I started as a speaker, the starting point of anything that we do is always the hardest. Agree? The starting point of what we want to do is always the hardest. So the first 10 years of my life as a speaker, it was difficult because I come from a poor family, and a lot of things I have got to make it happen on my own. So as a speaker, in the first 10 years, it was really very difficult because I started in 1977, and by 1984, 84, to be exact, it's about 84. I remember that I was already, my funds are all exhausted. The amount of money that I have as capital to work on myself to achieve this particular dream as a speaker, I have exhausted all the funds. When the funds is exhausted, this is where you begin to think, I got good friends. You begin to think of your college friends, university friends. I have friends. I have friends from my school. Because I never went to college. I have friends in the school. And now he's working in Singapore. He is a big timer. And I thought about him. This is a friend who is going to, we go to canteen together. This was a friend that actually we hung out together. Surely he would help. And I make a call to him and I say, hey, I'm in trouble. I need help. And he was quite sharp. And he said, how much do you need? I said, 10,000. He said, come on over. And I took the night train, and arrived in Singapore on early morning. He came in his car, picked me up. I was hungry. And I told him I was hungry, and then he stopped by, buy 2 buns, and gave me the 2 buns and asked me to eat. And then he drove me to his office, and I sat down in the office. He said, I have some urgent meetings to attend to. And he left the office. And I was there from probably about 9 a.m. until about 3:30. There was no lunch. The 2 buns gone. I don't know where is it digested to. It's gone. And I went to the receptionist and I told the receptionist, call your boss, I need to go back to the train station. I need to take the train and go on home. But I was looking forward to seeing him because what did he promise me? Come. Means what? He means that I'm able to help you. So at about 4:30, he showed up in the office and hopped into the car and I said, I haven't had lunch. He bought me another 2 more buns. So went to the train stations. And I was half the time I was inside the car there waiting for him to pass me the money. He didn't. And until when we arrived at the foyer of the train stations in Singapore, he handed me an envelope. Now you're smart enough. I know you're smart enough. By holding on to the size or the thickness of that particular envelope, you will know that there is money inside or no money inside. You see, if it's a very thin envelope, you hold it, it's a very thin envelope, you think it's going to be 1 piece 10,000 for you? So it was quite thick. I held on to that particular envelope, I felt good. Would you feel good? Thick. And I said thank you to him and I hugged him and I left. Went into the train. Now in the train it was all crowded with people. You cannot count money.